Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy O'Reilly and me here, and today we're back again in another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to properly manifest. But before we get started, y'all already know the usual. I'm the most profitable trader that y'all will ever see. I'm the best trader y'all will ever see. Ooh, and I'm the most persistent trader that y'all will ever see. But stay tuned, man, and let's get into this video. Make sure y'all like, y'all subscribe, and y'all follow along the journey, man. All right, so with manifestation, there's literally a lot of steps. It's not complicated, but there's just like certain steps that you need to make sure you get down and get locked in with for you to be manifesting properly, right? So with the first step, you want to get extremely clear on what you want. Vague desires produce vague results. You want to make sure that you're specific on what exactly you want. A good way to do that is what I did was I actually watched this from like TJR like a year or two ago when I was watching one of his videos, and basically what I did was write down, obviously I know I said vague outcomes produce vague results, but in the title of the notebook page, whatever, you want to write down what you want to be. Like it could be something vague, like you want to be a millionaire, you want to be a D1 athlete, you want to start a business, something like that. And then under that, you basically write down specific things that can help you achieve those. And you just, each and every time you think of something specific, you gotta make sure that you write it down or you keep track of it. And you want to extinguish your wants from needs. Ask yourself, if I already had this, what would give it to me? Basically, just get exactly clear on what you want, and get what you want in one clear sentence and be specific. So the next step in manifestation is making yourself believe it's possible. Now this is where a lot of people tend to be struggling with. How do I make myself believe it's possible? Is that even possible to make myself believe it's possible? Well, it is, and that's exactly why I'm here to break it down for you, right? So one of the most important and major things to making yourself believe it's possible is notice any thoughts or things in your environment that make you say I can't, or I don't deserve, or I'm just not built for this. Or sometimes you even praise others as a way for you not to be able to do this. You're like, oh, I mean, he's able to do that because he's so tall and I'm not, or he's so strong, or this. You want to eliminate those. Or sometimes it's even other people. You want to eliminate those things as the first step. Eliminate the things that say you can't. Avoid them, whether it's the environment, it's people, it's even sometimes it's even your For You page. For me, it was my For You page. My For You page had a lot of things that were counteracting with my goals or dreams or ambitions, and guess what I did? I blocked them. I hit the little icon and hit do not recommend again, because I genuinely did not want any of that negativity. But besides that, other smaller baby steps that you can take is collecting proof, right? Write down something write down every time something similar already worked for you, right? So each and every time you've achieved a baby step towards that goal, you want to make sure that you've written it down, and you want to make sure that you've accounted for it. It's basically like baby gratifications. Every time you accomplish something, no matter how small the goal is, make sure that you celebrate physically, like yes, I did it, yes, I did it. You want to self-reassure yourself for every little baby proof that you do. That's going to help your mind. Trust me, guys, it's going to help you. And second thing is act as if in tiny ways. You want to act like the person who already has it in small ways. For example, if you want financial freedom, open a savings account and transfer $5. And guess what you do after that $5? Yes. Say yes. Celebrate that $5. Like, I just put $5 in a savings account. Let's go. Next day, put $5. Let's go. Celebrate. And the more you stack up, the closer you get to your goal, the more achievable it looks, the more your manifestations get to work, and the more you get to harness these emotions, which basically lead you to keep on going, right? So you're basically self-motivating yourself. That's what manifestation, you're like self-motivating yourself. If you want confidence, walk and speak a little bigger, a little taller. Don't be boasting or something like that, but just like baby steps. Small actions create real feedbacks that build belief in the mind. Third, use yet language, right? Catch I can't quit or I'm not the type and add yet. I don't even say yet, I say I am, right? You won't catch me saying I'm not yet a profitable trader. I say I am a profitable trader, right? Because that's what I am. Like I don't even use yet. Say you are, right? Another thing to do, lower the bar temporarily, right? You want to do something that's obviously achievable, right? But you don't quite have it yet, like baby steps, right? Instead of like saying I believe I'm going to make 10K a month in my first month, right? Start with something like I believe I can take one useful action toward it today. Bam, you've lowered the bar. In your mind, you've technically said you're going to make 10K, right? But you've basically broken it down into baby steps that your mind can absorb and start to accept this reality or this part of you that's wanting or longing for a need. Then as you start to crush these smaller beliefs, that's when you raise the bar, right? Because belief grows from wins. Your mind isn't going to sit down and believe you. Nobody's going to sit down. If freaking people aren't going to sit down and believe you, even when you're actively getting things done, what makes you think your mind's going to believe you if you can't get a small little task done, right? You need to make sure that you're completing these little wins to win your mind over. So you gotta, belief grows from wins, not giant claims. Those little wins, they will grow belief in your mind. Trust me. Like the fifth step, you got to feel that emotion in your body first. Close your eyes for 60 to 90 seconds and remember a time you felt proud, a time you felt joy, a time you felt happy, right? Just let that feeling soak in and then briefly connect to your goal. A lot of mistakes a lot of people do is stay in that feeling for a very long time and then not have that feeling again till 6, 7, 8 months later. It's like the 3 a.m. thoughts, or you're randomly in the middle of somewhere and you're like, dang, what am I currently doing with my life? Blah blah blah. Like I could be doing something great. I could be retiring my mom. I could be retiring my parents. And then you just get back to doing what you usually do, and then you don't get that thought again till the next 8 to 9 months. Like you're basically manifesting wrong. You need to be having those thoughts for a short period of time and then immediately snap out of it and hop into your goal. 6, you want to reduce the opposing evidence. Reduce the opposing evidence. Like I said, block everything that has to do with negativity. If it's people, if it's environment, if it's friends, get rid of
Jesus is Lord.
Anything that has your brain second think, you don't want anything that contradicts it. Because as soon as you start to let go of the belief, you start to lose yourself. Trust me, do not let go of the belief. The moment you let go of the belief, it's over. It's over. You're cooked. You cannot even you know how they say keep your temptations away from you, right? If you're someone who's addicted to sugar, why would you keep sugar around you? Don't do it, because you know what you're your mind will fail you. I'm sorry to say this, but your mind will fail you. Your mind will fail you. You need to keep away all these bad evidence or negativity away, or trust me, your mind will literally fail you. And then the 7th and last step is repeat with emotion and not force. Short daily statements that feel 60 to 70% true work better than ones that feel completely fake. Say statements that feel true. For example, I'm telling myself I'm a profitable trader. If you look at my trading metrics, I am profitable for the month. So guess what? I am a profitable trader, right? I'm up $500 for the
bombastic side
well,
eye.
I'm up 88. No, hold on, let me check real quick. All I know is I'm up for the month. I'm in profitable trading. 60 to 70% true. Those are the type of thoughts that you want to keep. And basically, when you do those 7 steps, I know it was kind of long, but that was basically like the longest steps. Those 7 steps is what basically help you trick your mind to make it think it's real. The 3rd step after making yourself believe it's possible is to feel it now. Spend a few minutes each day imagining how it feels to already have it. Focus on the emotion more than the details. Focus on those emotions. Harness on those emotions. Literally, the emotions are one of the strongest things in your mind. If you're driving, if you use your emotions to drive you in a positive way, like for sure, like raise your hand if your emotions have made you, if your basically your willpower has failed to the power of your emotions. Like definitely me. Like basically everybody should be raising their hands because it's happened. So why not use those emotions to basically push you to do something great? Because I know when you get those 3 a.m. thoughts, you be getting up and randomly doing push-ups, and then during the day you start acting like a completely different man till it vanishes away. Till the thoughts vanish away and you go back to doing your regular bum activities. Like, that's why you want to make sure that you imagine it each day, because that is your self-motivation. That is your self-motivation. You can't just work without a dream or a purpose, or you're going to be like everybody else, right? You need that motivation. You need to think of it, feel that thought each and every single day of what it's like to be a winner. Just think about it. Just think about what it's like to be a winner, what it's like to be a millionaire. The 4th step, take action. Do something every day that pushes you closer and closer to your goal. Even if it's microscopic steps, still do it and take note of that action. Thinking alone isn't enough. You have to freaking take action, right? Don't be a thinker, be a doer. In a world of thinkers, you have to be a doer. You actually have to take action, because not only taking action will only reinforce your already strong belief, your already consistent plan, but it also pushes you closer and closer to that actual goal that you're manifesting about. And guess what? Right? When you take those actions, the next day, when you're sitting down and you're imagining how it feels to be that person, and then you just sit down and you imagine, and you just sit down, and in that imagination, you're implanting what you've already did. You're like, yes, yesterday I followed my rules. I didn't take any extra trades, and I won the trade. Now I'm closer to being a freaking millionaire. It's like, it just makes the feeling better when you actually, take action. And then you think about those actions while you're manifesting, and you're thinking about how it actually helped you get closer to that goal. And it's also a good thing, because when you do something bad, when you're thinking about that goal, me personally, I think about the bad thing that I did. And I'm like, dang, that pushed me away from getting to that goal. That pushed me away from getting to that goal. And guess what that does? That helps me literally eliminate that negativity. Eliminate that bad habit or bad action. Now, the 5th step, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, it's still a step that I'm still working on, and it's let go of forcing it, right? Stop obsessing over when and how, right? I've stopped obsessing over the when, but I'm still obsessing over the how, right? Keep doing the work and stay open to the results showing up. The core is clarity, belief, feeling, action, and release. Once you have these cores going down, your manifestation game is going to be on point. Because I know me personally, ain't nobody can talk shit about my trading, right? Because I will look you straight in the eye and I will tell you that I am profitable. I will look you straight in the eye and I will tell you that I have a C7Z06. Like, I will look you straight in the eye and I will tell you that I'm the best trader that you have ever witnessed, that you have ever walked by. Like, I will look you in the eye and tell you these things, right? Because my manifestation game is that strong. And if there's anybody around me or anything that is, contradicting my mind otherwise, you know what I do? I ignore it. Ignore it. Walk away from it. Get rid of it. I know your mind does that in some way or form. That's how people become biased in a way. So why not use these psychological tricks or tactics that your mind naturally does for bad things and shape it into something that's positive for you, which is called manifestation. But yeah, if y'all like videos like this, make sure you drop a comment, like, things like that. But that's basically the end of the video. Can't wait for market open tomorrow. Peace out.